I just lost the little kitten, Murdoch. I don't remember if I named him yet when I made the last video. This morning I got up, fed my older kids, and then went to feed the kitten, and he wasn't in the box on the heating pad where he's supposed to be, because he's less than a week old and he needs to be kept warm. He can't keep himself warm. So I thought, well, maybe he just like kind of hopped out of the box and he's right around here because he's too little to really crawl anywhere. He was nowhere around the box, and I freaked out, and I went and I told my husband and the kids, like, I can't find Murdoch, you need to help me find him. And I figured that means one of the bigger cats must have got him. And I wouldn't expect any of the other cats to get him. I mean, maybe Dobby. Dobby's still a kitten, but I keep the big cats out of my room just for just to be safe, but I didn't really think any of them would actually like hurt him. And my husband told me Kylo came out of the room this morning when he got home. That Kylo had been in the room with me all night. I had no idea he was even in there. I usually make sure all the cats are out of the room. And when I checked last night, I must have seen Lita twice because they're both all black. I must have seen her twice and thought I saw her and Kylo because he was in there. So I have no idea how long he was out of the box for. We ended up finding him under my bed way further than he definitely could have ever gone. We think what happened was Kylo really likes the little kittens. He loves playing with them when they get big enough to play. I have a really cute video of Kylo staring at the box Murdoch was in, actually like wanting to have like so excited that he has a little buddy to play with. But we foster, so the kittens always end up going to new homes, and Kylo usually is mopey for a day or two afterwards. He really likes having his little buddies. And he has Dobby. We kept Dobby, but he still just gets kind of sad when the kittens go. So we think maybe Kylo was trying to hide him so he wouldn't go away. Because he didn't hurt him at all. He was just under the bed. So we found him under the bed, and I grabbed him. I just rushed over there and grabbed him up and stuck him in my shirt. Because I knew he needed to warm up, and he'd pooped. So I was just a mess. I had nasty kitten poo on my boobs and everything, and I was trying to warm him up, and I had some warm formula. I was trying to get some formula in him because I knew he needed to eat, and I knew that would help kind of warm him up from the inside, and he didn't want any. And after like an hour, I was feeling him, and it wasn't warming up. So I stuck him on the heating pad. Usually once they get to a point where they don't warm up, there's nothing you can do. But I wanted to at least try, so I stuck him on the heating pad again and cranked it all the way up to high and tried to warm him up, but it wasn't enough. He'd been out of the box for too long. I don't know how long he was out for, but it just sucks. It's hard not to blame myself. I feel like I should have paid closer attention and noticed that there was another cat in the room. And who knows how long he was stuck under the bed, if he was scared. I mean, obviously he was cold. And I waited 48 hours to name him because I wanted to make sure that he was going to survive his injuries. And when he pushed through that, I named him and got really attached because he reminded me of Judah, our son that we lost. Because he was also tube fed. He had a lot of injuries. The odds were against him. And he survived till he was a year old, and nobody thought he was going to live that long. So I had this little kitten, his eyeballs had been gouged out, and was like on the brink of death when I got him. I got him back to a point where he was eating fine, and he was crying for food and moving around, and he was just great. And so I started to get attached. And I thought so much every time I'd feed him or something, I thought, God, he's just like Judah. Judah used to gag his feeding tube out. The nurses would get really frustrated with him at the hospital, and he would gag and force himself to get his tube out because he did not like that thing at all. And Murdoch was the same way. I'd stick the tube in and start feeding him, and he would gag it out. And I've never had a kitten do that before. So the similarities were... So it just really sucks. Because I feel like I could have done better. I announced it on TikTok and everybody told me I did the best I could, and I feel like I could have done better. Which is exactly how I felt when Judah died. Like, I should have known that he needed to go to the hospital. Like, I felt like I could have done better. And I haven't felt like this with any of the other kittens I've lost. They were all sick, and there's only so much you can do, and I felt like I did my best with all of them, and it sucked that they were gone, but I did my best. But this time, I could have done better. And I kept trying to tell myself that he would have been put down if I hadn't have got them. They were about to drop him off at the shelter, and they would have just put him down. Like, at least I gave him a chance. And I think, well, if they put him down, at least he would have gone painlessly. At least he wouldn't have suffered cold and alone. What a great first day of school. So now I'm going to go bust my ass and clean everything I can, even if it's already clean. Because, I need to just get it all out. And I can't sit in the bathroom and cry all day because I have kids. Sorry for being such a downer. This is just really a shit day.